And so what I thought was that I would like to put together my own list of a few end-of-year activities that I do with my online students. Hey there, everyone. If we haven't met yet, my name is Danielle Rochford. Welcome to my channel, Rochford On Demand. I am an online grades 7 and 8 teacher located in Edmonton, Alberta. I get to teach all of those core subjects for grades 7 and 8, as well as a high school photography class. And recently, I was on YouTube taking a look at some of my subscriptions, which are a lot of teacher vloggers, and they are a wonderful group of teachers that have some fantastic ideas and thoughts and things to share. And one of those teachers, Kate the Sleepy Teacher, had this brilliant idea to do a teacher collaboration where teachers would share their end of year school activities. And as I took a look through that playlist, there were some amazing ideas, things that I had never thought about before. And so I really appreciated being able to go through that playlist and take a look at what other teachers were doing in their classrooms. One of the challenges of being a teacher that works online with students is that not everything that you do in a traditional classroom setting can translate into the online realm. And so as I was taking a look at these ideas, I'm like, oh man, these are wonderful, but I don't know how I'd be able to do them in my online classes. And so what I thought was that I would like to put together my own list of a few end-of-year activities that I do with my online students. One activity that I've done with my students over the past number of years is called the Bazinga review game. Now, this is a game that I found from a teacher blog probably 5 or 6 years ago. And it was meant for a traditional classroom, but what I did was I took the idea and I converted it to be able to use in my online classes. Essentially, the idea is that you have review questions that the kids are answering. And usually you break the kids up into different groups. Normally I will do 2 different groups, but you can do as many groups as necessary based on the number of kids you have in your class. So what happens is, as you are asking review questions, if the team gets the question correct, they get a chance to choose a Bazinga card. And these are random cards that have different consequences, different rewards, things like that. You just never know because they're quite random. So if the kids get it correct, the team gets to choose a card, and then the reward or consequence is put into play. These Bazinga cards could have anything on them from bonus points to trading team members. The types of items on those cards are limited only by your own imagination. If you're interested in learning a little bit more about the game and seeing some of the more finer details on how I run it online, then I will link in the description below to my website and blog post where I go into more detail and provide a free download for the digital version that I created. Another activity that I really like to do is Kahoot. And let's be honest, I'm not the only one that likes it. If you've ever done Kahoot in your classroom, you know how much students enjoy it as well. My kids love Kahoot. And so at the end of the year, I like to do up a special Kahoot that's just for fun. And it's entitled, How Well Do You Know Your Teacher? The kids really, really love that one because it challenges them. How well did they pay attention to some of that off-topic stuff that Miss R had throughout the year? If we have enough time, I also like to do a How Well Do You Know Your Classmates? And so before I do that, I'll send out a Google form with a number of different questions, favorite color, favorite activity, things like that students can answer. And then I use those responses to put together the Kahoot to see if they can guess who it is that I'm talking about. This year, I've done an end-of-year activity in language arts that the kids are just doing a fantastic job with. The title of it, I called it Broadcast News. They're putting together their own news broadcast. It's divided up into different segments, like, for example, weather, traffic, breaking news, all those different types of things that you would see in a news broadcast, as well as a commercial where they have to come up with their own product that is unique and have a commercial for it as well. So they come up with all of those different parts and put it together, and they present it in class as their own news segment. Funny enough, even though my kids are in grade 7 and grade 8, they actually still love story time. So another activity that I will sometimes do is we will plan to all bring hot chocolate to class, and we will have a story time with Miss R. My kids love that one. Now this final idea, I actually haven't tried yet, so I don't know how the kids will respond to it, but I recently came across this idea of digital escape rooms. And so I know for next year, that is something that I am going to try for my classes. Those are some of the more popular end of year activities that I've come across for my online classes. Let's keep the sharing going. Do you have any activities that you think would translate well into an online classroom for an end of year activity? Let me know in the comments below.